All right, so getting moving this morning, we've started doing the circuit menu ahead of time, so early. We get it together over the weekend and then post it over the weekend so you guys can kind of see what's coming up. Today we don't need any equipment. Body weight will be just fine. And because Evan writes some of the circuits and I write some of the circuits. So Monday mornings, Evan has developed this sort of cult following for a core circuit in Monday evening. So that was maintained. So this morning is going to be a core circuit, which I think will be good for everybody. So there's definitely some challenge here, but I will share a bunch of ways to modify and make sure that it's challenging for you and not over the top. So what we got is 40 seconds on, it's a pretty standard interval, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. And here's the 5, we've got 5 exercises. We're doing 4 times through. Okay. So first one is a push-up position row. So you can do this either with 2 dumbbells and alternate, or you can do it just with 1, or you can do it with no weight and just use your body weight. While I'm talking here, guys, you can go ahead and roll out. But what we want is you're just basically going from 4 points to 3. So if you have a weight, you're going to be rowing like this. Okay. If you're not using a weight, you'll just pick that hand up and put it back down on the ground. Okay. So essentially the row gives you a reason to just going for a reason to pick your hand up. So you're going from 4 points of support to 3. All right. So that's number 1. Number 2, we're going to do a hollow hold. So bent knee, hollow hold, just lying on the ground. You're going to press your low back into the ground. So you kind of pull your shoulder blades up off the ground, a little bit of a curl there. And then your knees are going to be bent. Okay, the more bent your knees are, the easier this is. So you can kind of dial this up by moving your feet out and dial it down by moving your feet back in. Okay, so it's essentially just a core hold. Think of it as like an upside down plank. Okay, so we've got 40-second hold there. Side plank with press. I should have grabbed a dumbbell here, but side plank, we're going to go from the side here. I guess you do need a weight. I lied about that. I'll roll that in here. Thank you. My lovely assistant, everyone. So we go side plank, and then that weight's going to be here, and we just press up and bring it back down. Press up, bring it back down. So it's kind of a shoulder press and a side plank at the same time. This would be the next step down, right? The way to modify it. So we bend that bottom leg, and then all the way modified would be bending both knees. Okay. So we should find a spot in there that works for you. All right. That's number 3 out of 5. Alternating tripod transition. So tripod transition is opposite support. So left foot, right hand. We reach forward and back. Then when you come back to your butt, you're going to switch sides. Okay, so we'll alternate those, just switching as we go through. I guess you can switch wherever you want. So it can be here and you switch here. So you're always up, or you can switch when your butt's on the ground. And then the push-up position, pull through. So we've got 1 weight. So yeah, I totally lied about the no weight thing. You'll need 1. So it's just a push-up position. Reach across, pull that weight through, pull that weight through. So a lot of these we've done before. We're just putting it together in all ab work. Okay. All right. So let's finish up rolling. Morning, Jennifer. We've got 40 seconds on, 20 off this morning, and it's all core stuff. All right, so finishing up a roll, let's go 30 seconds. 10 more seconds, and then we'll meet on the ground. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. From here, we're going to take a deep breath in. Okay, hold that, brace your belly like you just sneezed, and then we're pushing up, and we're just holding here, right? So belly is strong, cheeks are strong, heels are pushing down through the floor. And then once we get set there, we're just going to march. We pick up one foot, pick up the other. The closer you bring your heels to you, the easier this gets. So we're just marching back and forth. Your focus is to keep your hips frozen right where they are. Every time you switch feet, you should be able to keep your hips frozen right in the middle. And relax. All right, so dead bugs, let's bring your feet up off the floor, pressing that low back into the ground. And we reach and touch. So let's keep the knees bent here just because we're just warming up. Right, we'll have plenty of ab work to do. We want to at least get warmed up. Reaching out with opposites. And good. From there, let's curl up on your side. Knees up even with your waistband. Okay, we're going to trace that rainbow up over your head. So your thumb is going to trace along the ground. We open up and then close over the top. Let's go 20 seconds here. You can go at your speed. If you want to open up and stay open, you can do that. It's not necessarily about how far your arm goes, but how much rotation you get in your upper back. We want your chest to come close to facing the ceiling. And good, let's switch sides. Keeping those knees stacked right on top of each other. Try to watch your hand as you trace up and over. And good. All right, let's come up to a push-up position. We're gonna bring one foot up under you. Okay, so that foot is outside your hand, your knee is outside your armpit. You can either keep your back leg straight or drop that knee down to the ground. All right, from here, let's go ahead and straighten that front leg. You can put your foam roller under your hands if needed. Just getting a nice stretch down the back of your front leg there and letting your back heel drop down to the ground. All right, let's switch to the other side. So really trying to push your chest away from the floor, pushing your hips down toward the floor, and straighten your front leg. Letting your back heel drop down. And good. Let's come up to standing. All right, 2 stretches here. We're gonna work in some reverse lunges, but we're also gonna bring that leg up and across. So we bring your leg up, across, give it a hug, and then step back for a lunge. You can go at your speed here. So if you like the stretch, you can hold the stretch. Go for 10 more seconds. and relax. Let's switch sides. Pulling that leg up and across, always making sure you're supporting your knee as you pull up. Ten more seconds. And rest. Okay, so we're ready to go here. Like I said, today is a core circuit, so everything is going to be pretty much challenging from your knees to your shoulders. Almost all of our core work is like loading your shoulders. So if you have any shoulder issues, just let me know and we can try to modify out. There is quite a bit of time like on your elbows and on your hands here. So, all right, getting started. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We're going 4 times through for a total of 20 minutes. Sorry, just getting clock set here. Okay. All right, so one weight nearby. We've got the push-up position row. And I'll call halfway so you can switch. If you have 2 dumbbells, you may just want to alternate, okay? All right, we're gonna get started in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Push-up position, and we row. Try to keep your hips level as you do this. The wider your feet are, the better your base is going to be, the easier this can be. Switch sides. Five seconds left. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, one way to modify there would be to go to your knees. I would say holding the push-up position without the row is more beneficial than going to your knees. All right, next one is the hollow body hold. Go ahead and lie on your back, and we go. Just rolling those shoulder blades up off the floor. Belly strong, pressing your low back into the ground. The farther you take your feet out away from you, the tougher it gets. We're halfway. Remember, this one you can dial up and down as you go. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, side plank with press is next. Remember, straight legs is the most challenging position. And here we go. So straight legs are the most challenging position. Press up. If you want to take it down a notch, you bend the bottom knee. If you want to take it down another notch, bend both knees. We're just pressing up. And we switch, roll over to the other side. Remember that top leg's going to be in front. Two, 1, and rest. Okay, alternating tripod transition. All right, starting in 2, 1, and here we go. Opposite hand and leg on the floor. Then you can change either with your butt on the ground Or you can keep your butt up off the ground, so you kind of almost go into a crab crawl for a second. Then we pick up opposites. We're over halfway. Three, two, one, and rest. All right, push-up position, pull through is next. So we're just gonna be up top in that push-up position, dragging a weight through as we go. And here we go. Again, the focus here is keeping those hips square, even as you pull it across. Can also be done from the knees, right? So we go a little bit shorter lever. This would be, if you really want to focus on keeping your hips square, 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so that's round one. Back up to the top. Getting started with the push-up position row. And 2, 1, and here we go. If you have a dumbbell for this, dumbbell might be easier than a kettlebell, just because the kettlebell hangs so low. You probably keep a little bit better position with the dumbbell. Halfway, switch it up. Three, 2, 1, rest. Okay, hollow body hold is next, lying on your back. And here we go. Again, just pressing that waistband down into the floor, rolling your shoulders. It's just almost like a frozen old school crunch. Again, nice and strong through the middle. 10 seconds left. Nice thing about these is you can dial them up and down as you need to. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good, side plank is next. So side plank with the press. In 2, 1, here we go. Just pressing that weight straight up. Let your elbow come down kind of behind you. Always keeping those shoulders stacked right on top of each other. Switching in 2, 1, switch sides. Five seconds. And rest. Tripod transition is next. We alternate. And here we go. Remember, you're going to be alternating sides here. So once you come back to the middle, you switch hands and feet. can either switch while your belly button's facing up or switch while your belly button's facing down. We go here, through, here, through. So you kind of pass through that crawling position. And rest. Okay, push-up position. Pull through is next to wrap up round 2. Okay, and here we go. Pulling that weight across right along the bottom of your rib cage. As soon as you pick that hand up off the floor, your focus is to keep your hips square, belly button facing right down towards the floor. "15 seconds left. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, good job, guys. That's 2 rounds down. We're halfway there. Back up top for the push-up position row. 2, 1, and here we go. Making sure that side that you're rowing with is your hip pocket is checked down towards the ground. And switch sides. Wide feet will help you here. The more narrow your feet, the more challenge you're going to have keeping things square. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and rest. Hollow hold is next. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Again, doing a little crunch with your upper body, just enough to roll your shoulders off the ground. If you want to extend your legs, just make sure that your low back is staying in contact with the floor. 15 seconds left. So for this one, it's easier to start with your knees in, then keep that ab position. Don't let anything roll up off the ground as you reach out with your legs. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good, side plank is next. I didn't know we could do a whole circuit just rolling around on the ground. It's kind of fun though. All right, side plank with the press. 2, 1, here we go. If the press doesn't work for you, that's fine. This would be almost exactly the same as if you just leave it out. So we'll just go for a straight side plank. And switch sides. Three seconds left. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, tripod transition. Ready? And here we go. So again, if you start in that crawl position, then you reach or put one leg under you, and then we come back to the crawl position, and you go the opposite way. You can also do the same concept, changing when your belly button is up. Right. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Up to the right. Okay, pull through is next. In that push-up position. Ready? And here we go. Reaching across, keeping everything square. Try to keep your hands under your chest here. Tendency is for hands to creep out underneath your face. You want to try to keep your hands lower under your chest. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, back up to the top, final round here. Push-up position plank to start. All right, in 2, 1, here we go. Again here, try to keep hands under your chest instead of propped out in front of you. Pulling that elbow up to the ceiling. 2, 1, switch. If it helps you, put the weight back down each time and reset, recenter yourself. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Hollow hold is next. Okay, laying on your back. In 2, 1, and here we go. Again, start with those knees in close. Get your position set, and then you're going to extend your knees out, moving them away until you can't hold that position anymore. Right, and then you'll bring it back to the spot where you can hold the position. Remember, we want your low and mid back pressed into the floor here. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Side plank is next. All right, ready, and here we go. Make sure that top leg is set in front. Switch sides in 2, 1, here we go. You guys can just roll over. I'm trying not to be facing away from the camera. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, tripod transition. Ready? And here we go. Just remember, whatever leg you pick up, you're going to pick up the opposite hand. Roll all the way over so your belly button faces up towards the ceiling. We're halfway there. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, last one. Push-up position, pulling that weight through. Forty seconds to go. Here we go. Twenty seconds. 10 seconds left. Finishing nice and solid here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay. Well, I would have bet that you could not get a good workout without standing up, but that was pretty good. All right. So Monday core circuits are a thing. You can thank Evan for that. I'll take all the hate mail. But great to see you guys. Nice group this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of us. Great job, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Good start.
That was great. Thanks.
Have a fantastic day. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Brian.